Let's talk about read alouds. It's my favorite subject, you guys. It's so incredibly important. Reading aloud from the time your child is born to the time they leave their home. Never stop reading aloud. What I mean by read aloud are the books that you read to them. This is the time that they're just listening, they're cuddling, they're snuggling. It could be bedtime, it could be nap time, it could be anytime they want to read a book or you want to read to them. There are no rules to read aloud time. That's what's so great about it. This is the time that we just encourage children to come along with us and to feel good about a book. This is when we share the love of books with them. This is when we create those really warm memories that books are about love and comfort, and books are a really great thing. So no rules to this. You could read picture books, you could read fun books, you could read kid books, you could read chapter books, you could read magazines, you could read excerpts of things. You could just read a chapter a day on a chapter book, and that really creates a lot of anticipation. I always like to read alouds that were a little bit above my child's level. So when they were toddlers, we were reading things like The Lion King and The Little Engine That Could, because obviously they couldn't read yet. But when they started to read, I got into the chapter books so that they were inspired to keep learning how to read, so they could start reading things like Charlotte's Web and The Mouse and the Motorcycle and The Wind in the Willows and Runaway Ralph and all of those things, Stuart Little. They can learn to read those on their own. So no rules to read aloud time. Have fun with it, but definitely, definitely never skip read aloud time, and don't stop reading aloud even when your children become proficient readers. As long as they're willing to sit and cuddle with a book with you. We read to our children well into their teens. We would take turns. My husband would take one and I would take the other. And as long as they're willing, keep reading aloud. So no rules to read aloud time, though it's the time that you read books to them and they just listen. Have fun with that, everybody.